Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that matters in every part of our lives: effective communication. Whether in our personal lives, at work, or in everyday situations, being able to communicate well can open up new opportunities and help us build strong connections. Communication isn't just about talking. It's about understanding and connecting with others. It's about sharing what we think and feel, while also listening to the views of those around us. Effective communication is a critical component of mastering success. By mastering the art of communication, you'll increase every level of performance in your life. I've often said that if you just communicate, you can get by. But if you communicate skillfully, you can work miracles. Miracles in your family relationships, your business relationships, and your friendships. Take advantage of every opportunity to practice your communication skills so that when important occasions arise, you will have the gift, the style, the sharpness, the clarity, and the emotions to affect other people. What a unique opportunity to touch others with something small but powerful: our words. Let's begin by exploring the benefits of good communication in your life. Effective communication plays a crucial role in building strong relationships. When you communicate clearly and openly, you create trust and understanding with others. This foundation is essential for nurturing personal and professional connections, allowing you to connect on a deeper level. Another significant advantage of good communication is its ability to prevent misunderstandings. Clear expression of thoughts and feelings helps minimize confusion and misinterpretation. This is particularly important in teamwork, where everyone needs to be aligned in their goals and tasks. When everyone is on the same page, the likelihood of errors decreases, leading to smoother collaboration. Additionally, good communication enhances problem-solving skills. Open and honest dialogue allows for the identification of issues and encourages collaboration in finding solutions. When team members feel comfortable sharing their ideas and feedback, it fosters a creative environment where innovative solutions can emerge. Furthermore, effective communication boosts efficiency. Clear instructions and feedback streamline processes, helping teams work more productively. When everyone understands their roles and expectations, tasks can be completed more quickly and accurately, saving time and resources. Lastly, good communication supports personal growth. By practicing your communication skills, you become more confident in expressing your thoughts and opinions. This empowerment not only enhances your interactions with others, but also encourages you to take on new challenges and opportunities for development. Do you show up to work every day, work to the best of your ability, and always strive to be better? Great, but that might not be enough, because your speaking habits can compromise your potential for career success, even if your performance is impeccable. Whether you're interviewing for a new job, trying to land a new client, motivating your employees, or making a pitch to land funding for your business, how you speak and hold conversations can make or break you, regardless of how skilled or talented you are in other areas. Eliminate these 5 speaking habits before they destroy you. 1. Using filler words. Filler words have become so common in our colloquial speech patterns that we scarcely notice we're even saying them. We start our sentences with the word "so," never consciously realizing it. We inject our sentences with the word "like," never thinking about the literal ramifications of its use, and fill every pause with an or an as an almost involuntary reflex. These filler words seem innocent enough, but if they take over the bulk of your speech, they become distracting and reflect poorly on you as the speaker. Fortunately, you can train yourself to avoid them by making yourself conscious of their use and correcting yourself every time one slips out until your natural speech pattern is free of them. 2. Using repetitive vocal inflections. The inflections in our voice say just as much as the words that are shaped by them. Imagine the sentence, "I didn't steal that car," with an emphasis on each different word within the sentence. "I didn't steal that car" means something very different than "I didn't steal that car." Too often our inflection becomes repetitive, distorting the meaning and power of our sentences and leaving our listeners uninterested. For example, Some people draw into a near constant monotone, never inflecting any syllable more than any other. Others fall into uptalking, the extraordinarily bad habit of ending every sentence with an upward inflection, like a question. Add variance and significance to your intonation and inflections. 3. Talking too fast. When you get excited or when you're nervous, it's ridiculously easy to speak too quickly. You have a lot to say and you're trying to get it all out, so the words naturally come to you in a constant stream. Some people subconsciously fear silence and use rapid speaking to cover up any brief pauses that may otherwise result. It's far better to speak slowly. You'll have more time to think about your choice of words. You can use pauses to add impact to your sentences. And most importantly, you'll come across as a much more confident, in-control person. It's highly unlikely that you'll speak too slowly for your audience, so no matter how fast you think you're talking, try talking just a little bit slower. 4. Neglecting your mannerisms. Everybody has small tics and mannerisms that go unnoticed and remain insignificant in daily conversations. But these small mannerisms can add up to real annoyance in the context of a professional or public speaking event. For example, if you tend to gesticulate wildly in repetitive motions, or if you unconsciously smack your lips at the end of each sentence, your listeners could view you as unpracticed or worse, unprofessional. Work with a friend or record yourself speaking to uncover some of the mannerisms you might be neglecting. Breaking these unconscious habits can and will be tough, but once they're gone, they'll stay gone. 5. Rambling. Rambling is an indication of nervousness, and it's especially dangerous in a one-on-one context. Generally, if you've prepared a speech, you won't have to worry about rambling because you'll have a specific, dedicated talk track. In a more improvised setting, which demands a back and forth between two parties, rambling is a much more dangerous threat. For example, in a job interview, if an interviewer asks a simple question expecting a simple answer, and you respond with an extended monologue, your credibility could suffer some damage. If you aren't concise, your message will lose impact. Don't let any of these bad habits get the better of you. The best way to avoid them is through ongoing practice. So speak in front of a mirror or with a friend you trust, and actively work to suppress these all too common tendencies. In time, you'll be naturally free from any of them, and you won't have to worry about your next conversation compromising your otherwise great chances at professional success. Now, before we get to the fundamentals of effective communication, there's some groundwork to be laid. You see, preparation is the key to good communication. You've got to make deliberate, consistent effort to keep putting into your head and putting into your heart and soul valuable information from your life experiences. You can't speak of that which you don't know. You can't relate what you don't have. You can't give out what hasn't come in. So the first key to good communication is a consistent way to gather information, knowledge, and experiences, and then remember it, store it, and have it available so that you can use it. Let me share with you the 4 essential words that lay the foundation for effective communication. These words are not just concepts. They are powerful tools to enhance our interactions and relationships. 1. Interest. Sharpen your curiosity and your interest in life and people. Those are the big subjects, life and people. What about life? The questions you might have about life and the mysteries of life. What about people and the human behavior? People often ask me, Mr. Rohn, when you travel to Russia, are the people there different from those in America? And I tell them, no, they're not. Everywhere I go, from the bustling streets of South Africa to the tranquil fields of Northern Ireland, I see that people have the same fundamental desires. They want to be employed, not just to fill a role, but to find meaning in their work. They seek a way to earn their keep, to provide for their families, and to build a brighter future, not only for themselves, but for generations to come. Everywhere in the world, people aspire to contribute to their communities and their countries. They want to be valuable, not just to their families, but to society as a whole. They want to be good parents, to nurture their children, and to leave a legacy that reflects their values. This is a universal truth, whether you're in Siberia or Australia. Now we must recognize that the opportunities to achieve these dreams can vary significantly. In some countries, the chance to succeed is abundant, while in others, survival is a daily struggle. That's why it's crucial to cultivate and sharpen your interest. One of the best ways to do this is by keeping a journal of your experiences. When you visit new places, jot down your impressions. For example, when I went to Australia, I learned that when it rains, they say, "Bring your belly." It's fascinating to pick up these unique expressions and cultural insights. Each place has its flavor, and when you engage with it, you enrich your conversations. You gather the essence, the style, and the language of the regions you explore. This preparation makes your conversations not only more interesting, but also more relatable. When you can share your experiences, colored by the vibrant details of where you've been, you create a tapestry of dialogue that others will find captivating. So, I encourage you to sharpen your interest. Embrace the curiosity that life offers and let it guide your conversations. When you approach the world with a genuine interest in people and their stories, you open the door to deeper connections and meaningful communication. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow, so seize it with both hands. 2. Fascination. Now, let's move on to the second building block of good communication: fascination. It's time to transition from being merely interested to becoming truly fascinated. Interested individuals ask, "Does it work?" But fascinated individuals dig deeper. They want to know, how does it work? They seek to understand what lies beneath the surface, the mechanics of the world around them. Think about children. They possess this remarkable ability to ask questions. They can fire off 100 questions in an hour, and it's incredible. Their minds are buzzing with curiosity, constantly seeking answers. They want to know what's happening, why things are the way they are, and how it all fits together. This relentless quest for understanding is invaluable. It fills your mental bank with rich experiences and insights, all flavored by your own emotions, so that when it's your turn to speak, you have something meaningful to share. Every day, let life fascinate you. Allow your interest to evolve into a deeper curiosity. Replace frustration with fascination. I remember times when I felt overwhelmed, stuck in traffic on the freeway in Los Angeles with a flight leaving in just 35 minutes. I could easily let frustration take over, but I've learned a little trick. When faced with a challenging situation, I consciously choose to be fascinated instead. Now let me be clear. It doesn't work every time. Nothing works every single time. But each time you can turn frustration into fascination, you're winning. You become curious about how life unfolds, how people respond, and how challenges can lead to growth. That curiosity allows you to gather more from your experiences, enriching your life and preparing you for better communication. So, I challenge you. When you encounter obstacles, ask yourself, what's fascinating about the situation? What can you learn? What insights can you gain? Embrace that perspective, and you'll find that your communication becomes more engaging and impactful. The world is full of wonders waiting to be explored, so let your fascination lead the way. 3. Sensitivity. The third building block of good communication is sensitivity. This is a very important part. It means putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Try to feel what they feel and understand their pain. It's about showing real sympathy and compassion for others. Sensitivity is about recognizing where someone is emotionally at that moment. Sometimes the reason someone is upset may not be clear. For example, they might have just received bad news or had a tough encounter. You can't just look at the obvious. There are often deeper reasons for their feelings. This is where your ability to empathize comes in. Learning to be more understanding is crucial. It can be hard, especially if you haven't experienced what that person is going through. But here's the key. You have to try. People can tell when you're making an effort to connect. They appreciate it when you show that you care. Take my own experiences, for example. Whenever I visit Mexico, I always try to learn a few words in Spanish. I listen to Spanish music on the radio. When I attempt to speak their language, even if it's just a little, it helps me connect with people. It shows them that I care and want to understand. So, make sensitivity a part of your communication. It will help you build stronger relationships. When you take the time to understand others, you create meaningful conversations and an atmosphere where everyone feels valued. Remember, it's this sensitivity that makes your communication truly effective. 4. Knowledge. We've covered interest, fascination, and sensitivity. The final building block of good communication is knowledge. It's essential to know things. You need to collect knowledge through your experiences and ongoing education. Fill your mental, emotional, and spiritual bank with information, so it becomes a deep well you can draw from whenever you need. To prepare yourself, make sure to do your research. Gather stories and insights that resonate with you. Keep the flow of knowledge coming, not just into your mind, but also into your heart. When you fill yourself with knowledge, you create a rich resource that enhances your communication. Every experience, every lesson learned adds to this reservoir. So take notes, write in a journal, and always be curious. The more you know, the more valuable your conversations will be. Knowledge is what allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and share meaningful insights. In conclusion, remember that effective communication is built on 4 essential blocks: interest, fascination, sensitivity, and knowledge. When you cultivate these qualities, you not only enrich your own life, but also create deeper connections with those around you. The ability to communicate effectively is the foundation of personal and professional success. When you show genuine interest in others, allow your curiosity to evolve into fascination, practice sensitivity to understand their feelings, and continuously gather knowledge, you lay the groundwork for meaningful interactions. So, take these principles to heart. Embrace each conversation as an opportunity to learn and grow. By doing so, you will not only become a better communicator, but also a better person. The world is waiting for your unique voice. Share it with confidence and compassion.